And I'm just going to show you how to create this ring texture. Well, it's actually without a texture, but it's really super cool. And that's actually down on the floor, but it's not scaled. So it just has a lot of creative graphic potential for all different kinds of things that you want to show. A circle like that, big or small, kind of a transparency through it. Well, we can only see it from one side, but yeah, we can only see it from one side, but it is super cool. So this doesn't take very long to do, so I'm just going to escape out of this and we'll create a new project. And I'll just go in the third person to do this. And I was enchanted to do this because I'd seen its potential for creating like satellites orbiting around a planet and places for players and objects to stand. So it just has a lot of application. So to go ahead, we're just going to right click and create a material, and we can just call this circle, and then we're just going to double click into it. And basically what we're doing is we're creating a master material. And one of the things here is that depending on the mode we choose, it affects our options over here, but we're going to go into the masked mode here like this. And then we need something that seems pretty obscure, but it's called a radial gradient exponential. And of course, who doesn't know that? Haha. And now we're going to hit Control D to copy this, and we want one for the inner and one for the outer. So right up there, see that little button? We can just, so we don't get confused, we can do outer for one and do inner for the other. This is so easy to do. It's really funny. Now there's a lot of shortcut keys that can really benefit you in doing something like this. And what we really need is a scalar parameter. And this just makes it instance editable. So when it's a parameter, so I'm going to hit S and click. And this is, we're going to just put this for the outer. And then we can hit Control D, make another one. And this is going to be for the inner. So it's basically two circles, one bigger than the other. And then, so this one, we're going to put this at just, let's say we'll do this at 0.5. And this one, let's say we'll do 0.45, just a little bit. And this goes into the radius here. And these will be controllable on our instance material right there. And now we want to create another scalar parameter. And hit S and click, and we can just call this density. And click on that, and let's get this out of the way. And we can set this to something high, like 1,000. And this is going to go into density here, and this is going to go into density there. And that's pretty much it. And then we just have to do some subtract the outer from the inner, so we're going to go subtract, and this will give us our circle once we subtract them. And then we want to get a color, so we're going to go ahead and hit 3 and click, and this gives us a vector. And if we right click, we can convert it to a parameter, and this gives us our color. We're just going to multiply this by this so they affect each other. And we are going to go multiply, and this is going to go into here, and this is going to go into here, and this is going to be our base color there. And then our subtract will go and create our opacity mask right there. And then for color, let's go ahead and apply and save. And then let's go ahead and give ourselves, I don't know, let's do red or something like that, or orange. How about orange? And we'll go OK. And you'll notice over here we only see a part of it. So what we can do, and I have it pretty thin, so what we can do is if I click on this, we can adjust the parameters here and make it a little bit thicker. But we can change what it's on. So there, this is like it's on a cube, and there it's on a plane. So that's how we're going to have it, right, like that. It's cool, right? So then what we're going to do is just apply and save. and then we can go into the third person. And once this is created, all we have to do is right click and we can create a material instance of it. And now this is modifiable. So if we double click into this, we have this screen and we disconnect it here. Click back in here. All our parameters are here. Our density, we can control the size and the color here off to the side. So just leave that over there. I can resize that window a little bit. And then just to see what this might look like, you could literally just drag it onto the floor and it creates that kind of effect, which is cool, right? It's like instant graphics. And then the other thing you can do is if we put it on a mesh, so I can just search for a plane, drag this in like this. Where is it? Over here. It's a plane, right? Kind of this is in the way now, so yeah, that's a plane. It already has a color on it for some reason. So what I'm going to do is, let me hit F and kind of zoom in there. I can reset this to nothing, and then I can drag this in over here onto our material slot. And there is our circle. And then you can start messing around with it. Like if you hit rotation, you can rotate it. It just has a lot of functionality. Can I get that higher up in the sky like that? Yep. And I hit play, and here we are. And well, I can't, I guess, see it from here, but look at the flooring that it. It's just a cool way to super dress up your environments. We can't see it. Oh, we see the shadow of it. See that? But it's only one-sided. So I don't know, where is it? Let me hit escape. Where is it? I want to put it so where I can see it. Okay. I'll bring it down here on the Y. Okay, let's hit play again. So I think these could be on the floor, but then they could also be there. It's cool. Anyway, that's all I had for today. Take care, have a great day, and I'll talk to you next time.